Okay, good evening, everyone. Hello. Hi. So, I'm David Roland. I'm a product specialist for Aira, and I'm coming to you live also around the world in the living rooms or in the forests or wherever you are because we're streaming live from Tunemelt. I'm here to introduce the Aira. And we have basically a whole bunch of new products which are sort of a looking back on the old Roland classics such as the TR-808 and the TR-909 and the TB-303, but also we have added a lot of new sounds and a lot of new features. So to kick it off, I'm just gonna play a little short live jam using everything at once basically. So I hope you like it. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So this is our fun new gear, and I'd like to start off by introducing the TR-8. So the TR-8, as the name implies, of course, has a lot, actually all the sounds of the TR-808, but also it has all the sounds of the TR-909. So some real classic sounds inside, and actually we're just now implementing as a bonus the TR-707 as well. And there will be maybe even more sounds in the future, in future updates. So, but right now it's mainly TR-808 and 909 sounds. And we have some new funny features in this one. But first I want to just show you the genuine classic sound quality in this one. Let's do some electro style. So, there is no sampling whatsoever in here. It's all virtual analog modeling, which means the sound is really clean because Roland just invented something called the ACB technology. It stands for analog circuit behavior. This means we have, or they have analyzed each component in an analog circuit and how each component affects the sound, and then transferred this into a digital environment. So this means basically that the sound is super clean and sounds analog, even though it's actually in theory not. Now let's do the mandatory bass drum test so we can break all the speakers. So you see, super clean sound quality. Of course, you have all the original power meters. You know, you can adjust the snappy of the snare, decay, and actually as a bonus now we also have a compressor on the kick and the snare. So that's why it's right now a little bit extra punchy as well. Now, of course, there's a classic TR-808 recording style, the step sequencer, but also you can actually record some other things. For instance, we have reverb and delay on board. First, actually, I just want to show you also the TR-909 drums, of course, very important. So, classic step recording, but with a twist, because we now have reverb, delay, and sidechain. And we can actually sequence these as well. This means I can put some reverb send hits on individual steps. So, for instance, like that. Now, same thing with the delay. I can put that on number 5. Oh, sorry, wrong. There we go. Maybe some more steps. So, in just a few seconds, you can make really, really interesting and funky beats. You can make your own drum kits in this one because you have several different drum machines, so you can actually combine the different sounds and save them into your own custom drum kits, and you can pan the sounds and you can tweak them on and so on. So you can just switch between the different drum kits very quickly like this. Same thing, of course, with the patterns. You can just do some live arranging when you're playing, so really nice. Now let's try something more straight here. Like that. And yeah, we also have the scatter effect. You already heard me play with this a little bit. The scatter effect can actually, it actually chops up the whole pattern in 16 individual steps. And then it will rearrange the steps and maybe retrig them, do some filtering, all kinds of things, depending on which algorithm you choose. So, for instance, now I have algorithm number 1, which is sort of a retrigging algorithm. Activate. Now I can increase the intensity of the scatter effect. So it's really cool for live mixing, but also, again, you have other algorithms. You can change sort of the pitch. It's a sort of a pitch shifting effect. Other ones. This one includes a high-pass filter. And so on. So you can really, really have a lot of fun live. And also, very important, all of these gears, actually 96 kilohertz sound quality and 32 bits and built-in audio interfaces. So it's super easy to record them into your DAW system. It's also, it also sounds great, of course. And TR-808, sorry, TR-8 internal audio interface actually has 11 separate outputs. So this means that if I am working with a DAW and I want to record every single drum piece on its own track, I can do that in just one take, which is really nice and convenient. Now, let's try the sidechain. You have an external input here. So in this case, actually we connected the TP3 into the TR-8. So I'm just gonna call up a pattern here and show you the sidechain function. Increase the level. Increase the level of the external input. Now I can sequence the sidechain trigger. I just press recording and external in. Actually, it's already been pre-sequenced like this on the pulse, on the beats. Now on. You can do it milder. So you get that really nice ducker effect. Of course, you can sequence it as you wish. So maybe just on the one. And so on. So it gets really fat and pumping. So yeah, that's actually pretty much what I wanted to say about the TR8 right now. Now we can a little bit smoothly move over to the TB3, which is already on, obviously. So this is a lot more than just a TB303 impersonator, even though it does that really well. As you can hear with this clean saw sound. Accent also is spot on. Filters are super smooth. You have effects on board which are easy to control in a live environment. Now let's try it with a square wave. Also another classic. Now, because you have a lot of different effects inside, not just reverb, you actually have distortion, compression, flanger, chorus, all this kind of stuff. And you can actually use several effects at the same time. For instance, here's a distortion and delay. For this type of sound, you should actually have this kind of pattern. I just switch it like that. You can switch between the patterns live really easily too. So. Bring it on. So really classic acid kind of bass lines, but also you have a lot of other sounds inside as well. So let's go to Bank B and you can find a lot of different completely non-TB303 bass lines. Other fun things, you have envelope modulation mode, which is actually more than just envelope modulation. This can control 2 parameters of the sound at the same time, and actually it depends on what sound you're using and what assignments. But it can be anything from distortion, resonance, to delay, to filtering. So control the sound like that. Okay, let's go back to the classic TB. This is my favorite. So now in this one you also have the scatter effect, of course. So let's try some retrigging. Make it a little more funky. So that's really pleasant to listen to. Should we try something else? Another scatter effect. Pitch shifting again. You also have XY play. you can play basically the keyboard or the notes, and it will interrupt the pattern. So. It's really nice for live performance, or if you're a DJ, you want to integrate this into your set, really cool too. So, as you can clearly see, a lot more than just a TB303 impersonator. Yeah, I think that's it for that one for now. I'd like to move over to the System 1. So this is basically virtual analog synth again, but it has something really unique. For instance, we have a new waveform that we call super square. Instead of, you know, the classic super saw waveform, this is the same thing but with a square wave. So it has a very unique kind of, very unique metallic character. So really nice for this kind of prodigy-ish sounds that at least I really, really love, even for spacious leads. I was using these sounds in the first song I was playing, so. But important, you can even also make really clean sounds. And the filters, again, are super warm. Very warm and present like that, and plastic bass sounds. And you have some polyphony as well, so you can play, for instance, some nice pads. And maybe the fastest LFO in the world. So really nice for effect sounds too, especially with the bit crusher. Very musical. So that's one thing you can do, but also it has a very unique concept called the plug out concept. And basically what this means is that you can import virtual soft synths into the System 1 that we will release specifically for the System 1. So for instance, the first release is already decided. It will be an SH101. So you can you can use this SH101 in your computer, in your DAW, as just like a normal plugin, but then you can use the plug out concept and put that into here, and bam, suddenly this one turns into an SH101. And of course, SH101 doesn't have this many knobs and sliders. What will happen then is when you put the SH101 in here, those knobs that you can't use, they will go out. They will go dark. So you can instantly see which knobs you can use. So that's really nice. The first one, again, will be SH101, but also some things we're planning is, for instance, the SH2 and the Pro Mars and other classics. So check that out. Be on the lookout for that one. And yeah, lastly, also, this one also has the scatter function. There we go. So this is basically an arpeggiator, but you can actually control the intensity of the arpeggio in real time with this jog wheel right here. So this means you can sort of do this nice you can also go backwards. So that's really, really cool for electronic dance music as well. And yeah, I think actually that sort of concludes what I'd like to say about the System 1. And last, and actually also least, is the VT3, because it's the smallest. I'm gonna use this microphone for that one. 1 second. Check. Hey, hey. Okay, so this mic is now going into the VT3. And of course, you can hear this is my normal dry voice, unfortunately. But I can actually, with these sliders that I have here, I can affect my voice and just change the character and the pitch really easily in real time. So I can go up 1 octave in pitch, and I can go down 1 octave as well. I can also change
the character of my voice to become kind of lighter
or deeper. And so I can control these 2 parameters
individually.
So you can have some really nice character
changes, kind of schizophrenic
in a way. Also, yeah, from
Bingo to
James Earl Jones. Very useful. Also, you have auto pitch, auto tune, basically. So, you know, you can do like, I can't live if I was without you. As you can hear, it sounds exactly like Mariah Carey, if you wanted to. Also, vocoder. This is a very classic vocoder sound. It's a Roland VP330. It sounds like this. And you might know this from classic hits such as
Intergalactic, planetary, planetary, intergalactic, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension,
and so on. So that's a really classic vocoder sound. And now it's in robot mode. This means
it stays on 1 note all the time, here or here or here,
depending on what I choose. So it stays there on that pitch. But if I turn the robot button off, it will actually follow my personal pitch. So then I can do stuff like
twinkle, twinkle, little star.
You don't need a MIDI keyboard or anything. And also you can even do voices like,
hello, I am Stephen Hawking.
So very nice, a useful feature as well. Also, I have what I call the instant Skrillex button. Actually, this is a synthesizer inside as well, so you can go. So you don't have to be a musician or anything. You just put this on and just howl some stuff into the mic, and it sounds cool. Also, for instance, if you're a DJ, just kidding. You can also have the megaphone effect. This one is really nice for like, it's just another bomb track, and suckers be thinking that they can fake this, but I'm gonna drop it at a higher level, cause I'm inclined to stoop down. Like this kind of aggressive rap. And lastly, you also have the scatter effect in this one. Of course, this doesn't have any patterns, it doesn't have any sequencer, so the scatter effect here works a little bit differently. It actually analyzes what I put in, the tempo, if I do something slow or fast, and it will sort of adapt a delay onto that. So if I do something like, hello, that's how it's gonna sound. But also if I do something quick, so really nice for beatbox, like. So that's a really funny feature. Makes everything sound like Aphex Twin, basically, if you know him. Yeah. So that's the VT3. And lastly, I just would like to play all this stuff at the same time with a little live jam. I have a bunch of settings I have to make first, which is also a bit of a challenge and always comes with some sort of mistake. But, you know, this is interesting things that happen when you play live. So, yeah, this is kind of a jam. I'm using all the stuff here. I have a nice lead sound on the System 1 and some different vocal effects in the VT3 as well. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy this one. Here we go. coming from inside a building, and you don't know what's down. You feel it coming from the floor to the ceiling, and soon it will be gone. 'Cause I'm hard like a wrecking ball, with this distorted pleasure of mine. Check out how far you're bound to fall before I even reach the punchline. 'Cause I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one. It's over before you even know it. I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one. I'm number one. It's over before you even know it. Oh. It's over before you even know it. See me coming from inside the building, and you don't know what's there. You feel me coming from the floor to the ceiling, and soon it will be gone. 'Cause I'm high like a wrecking ball, with this distorted pleasure of mine. Check your ass out or you're bound to fall before I even reach the punchline. 'Cause I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one. I'm number one, it's over before you even know it. I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one, 'cause I'm number one. It's over before you even know it. Oh. It's over before you even know it. It's over before you even know it. Oh.
In the slew of us. I'm performing, when I perform live, I use my 909, like the old 909, and some synthesizers and stuff. So I'm just going to like show you how I'm going to do this live with the new TR8. Yeah. So I'm making a little bit more subtle music, like techno, like the early house stuff. I like to take influences from that. And when I play live, I got like two CD players, a final setup, and my 909 over it to jam over my show. And when I come home, I always have the problem that I have like I jammed a nice pattern and I wanted to use it in my productions as well, but and when I connect it to my outboard gear, it takes so much time to just like render it everything out, record it, and put it over my productions. And now with the TR8, I just like put in the USB and I render everything over my tracks instantly with the right BPM, and that is going to work for me really well. So I'm really happy with it, and I think Roland did a really good job to re-release the stuff. Yeah.